Now then, our next contestant is a researcher. Can I please invite Dr. Arporn, and her topic will be decoding life. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're very ready. Now then, please start.
Thank you. In every one of us, there's a secret code with instructions of how to make human and how our bodies work. Today, I'm going to show you one of many ways of how we can make sense of this secret code and why your visit to a doctor might never be the same. Our code of life can be found in most parts of our body and is made up of 4 different types of molecules given by the name A, T, C, and G. And this code of life actually string together to form a really, really long sequence. And that's the whole sequence of, say, some code of life. In human, our code of life has about 3,000 million letters coming together. But if we compare this code of life of human to many, many, many other humans around the world, we start to see that the majority of it, 99.9% in our code of life, are exactly the same, leaving just about 0.1%, or about 3 million letters that make each of us human unique. So take this example. We got Jess and John here. Look at the code of life in the bit that say how to make hair. We might see this difference here, A here and T here for Jess and John. And this difference means they make slightly different molecules in their hair, and that end up with either straight hair or a curly hair. But Jess and John has more serious stuff than their hairstyle. They both have cancer, and Jess get better after chemotherapy, but John did not. Now, if we look into a different part of their code of life, we see a difference here and here. Does this difference have something to do with their cancer? Maybe or maybe not. To really find out, we need to get 1,000 more people like Jess who get better, or 1,000 more like John, combined together. And if we see that code of life having this this difference again and again and again, then we can be more confident that this bit of code actually means something. This kind of information can be really useful to improve health and life of people. And one day, it can move from lab bench to bedside. Until that day, when we have enough information, the doctor might start to ask, instead of ultrasound X-ray, can we look into your code of life? In other words, can we look into your genome? Now, your genome is a very personal story. So to say yes or no to that question is a very important one. It's more than your address, more than your phone number. It's your whole personal story. Now, think about it as an instruction book. It's not your destiny, but it's your instruction book. The final information about who you really are still depends on your lifestyle and your free will. And remember, of all unique humans, 99.9%, we are still the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Arporn. So then, that's a very interesting talk, and I guess the time's just about right. Great. Now, the judges, are you ready to give us some comments?
So when I heard that, I just have more questions on, the stuff. It's really wondering, like later on when people can take my code of life, will there be something bad that happens to me? Suppose like, I go to a doctor, the doctor get my code. Will someone do something bad to me on that?
So that's why I added into the whole later part of my talk. I think that's a really important things to think about, because
it will be safe, right?
Yeah, I think it's mostly about your privacy, because your code of life has a lot of information. It might say where your great-great-great-grandmother come from. Right. It might tell you if you have a risk of a certain disease, and it's whether do you want people to know about that, or do you want to know about that yourself? Because some of these risks, some of them there's no treatment. Like you can know that I have this risk, but there's no treatment for it. Do I want to know about it, or do I just want to go on, enjoy my life, and when it happened, it happened? So it's that kind of privacy things that people need to make a decision about.
Maybe there's something called genome security later on.
I think it comes together with internet security, actually.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
as a biologist myself, I always believe that it's always nature and nurture, right? So what you're presenting here is all about nature, whatever in your genes.
Yeah.
That means it's going to lead to a term called the precision medicine, right? So you have heard about the precision medicine. If you know whatever you have here, so you could get a special treatment just for yourself.
Yeah.
How about in terms of nurture, in terms of in the environment? You think the environment would also have effect on your health or on you at all?
Yeah, it's
Nurture,
still so.
environment?
A lot of this, look at difference and say what it means about your health. A lot of the time, it could tell about the likelihood, the probability. So that means it might say you have 50% chance of having this and this cancer, or get cured from this and this cancer. But what about the other 50%? That comes from how you treat yourself, so your lifestyle, and what you choose for yourself, and your free will. So that can be as well.
Thank you very much. Originally, I thought you had your dress in that bag. I thought you were going to say to show your dress, but I like your talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I guess that's it from our judges. So thank you very much again, Dr. Arporn.
Thank you.